As promised, I'm here with the video of signs that a particular land has been eroded or is prone to future erosion. The video I made about 7 things you look out for as an investor when you go for physical inspection. I mentioned in the first point I spoke about erosion, but this is a broader aspect of erosion, so that when you go and you see an eroded land or a land prone to erosion, you as an investor, you would know. Before you buy land in Nigeria, one thing you must check, especially in developing areas, one thing you must check during physical inspection is a land prone to erosion. Because a land can look affordable today, and then after the rainy season, you discover the soil is washing away or is a swampy area, or you might even discover that the entire expanse of land floods. And trust me, fixing erosion problems cost millions. Could possibly be more than the value of that particular land that you bought. So in today's video, I'll show you some ways you as an investor can detect if a land is prone to erosion or has previously been eroded. I need to preface this by saying, sometimes you don't have to worry about an eroded land. There are things put in place by the developers of that particular estate that you're buying from that would help the water, let's say it's a swampy area, go underground, not affect the land. There's a way they can redirect the water of erosion not to affect your land. But if you unluckily might be buying from somebody that won't tell you or is not as transparent with you, this is a way you can figure out if this land is prone to erosion or has previously been eroded. The first thing to check is the surface of the land. If you notice deep channels, that is the channels the water used to go away from a particular soil, or the channel which the water is using to leave that particular expanse of land. If you see washed out soil or uneven ground, or you see cracks on the surface of the land, these are possible signs of erosion. Also, look around the area, the environment, because remember in my video of 7 things to look at when going for physical inspection, I mentioned the neighborhood and environment. Look around the environment and find out if you can see cracks or broken or damaged gutters or drainages around the property that you want to buy. Maybe not even in the property, around the property. These are possible signs that this particular area is prone to erosion. But first of all, we in Enugu, we don't even experience erosion because we don't even have water to start with. So if you're buying property in Enugu, you're 80% clear out of the way that your property is not prone to erosion. And the second thing is, go for your physical inspection during the rainy season or after a rainfall. And this might not be convenient for people that are buying properties in states that they don't live in, or people that are outside the country. Make sure you request for a physical inspection or a virtual inspection after a rainfall to ensure that that particular land is not swampy. Because when it is sunny, everywhere is dry and firm, but when it rains, you can ascertain the true state of that particular land. You can find out the exact topography of that land, if it's a dry land when it's sunny and when it's rainy, or if it becomes swampy and prone to erosion after a rainfall. Now, if you go after a rainfall for your physical inspection and you see heavy flooding or water aggressively moving across your land, that's a bell. That land is prone to erosion. Now, if you go there and you see stagnant water and the water is not flowing properly, erosion becomes more likely over time. The first thing you can do is that you can ask the people living around there, if there are people living around there, how that area is during the rainy season. People are going to be very honest with you about their living situation, because there's no reason for them to lie. How is this area during the rainy season? Can you advise you to buy a particular property here? That's just your own form of due diligence when you're going for your physical inspection. Because in as much as you're with your realtor or real estate company, they want the best for you, but this is just you wanting the best for yourself and protecting your own investment. So when you go there, if you can ask people around there, ask them, what does this place look like during the rainy season? Now, the fourth and final thing we're going to talk about is involving professionals, realtors and real estate companies, but most importantly, involve engineers so that they can perform a land test on that particular land before you invest in any property or land that you would like to invest in. Buying land is not just about location and price. You as an investor, you must also check if that land is physically safe for development, because smart investors don't just buy land, they buy land that can grow in value safely. That brings us to the end of today's video. And as always, my name is Blessing Abraham. This is Real Estate with Blessings. I sell real estate in Enugu State, Nigeria. If you want to start your real estate journey, call me with number showing on your screen and we'll get your real estate journey started. And I'll see you tomorrow.